Okay, so it's been a while since I actually did an update to my videos and to my garden, and I wanted to let y'all know how everything was looking. And I got rid of a lot of the younger plants and stuff that I couldn't actually replant and I didn't have any room for. I actually made a lot of room for other plants. Some stuff did fail, and we'll go through everything, and I hope you like it. This is the plot that I put out. It's grape tomatoes in the front here. Then over here along the edge you have jalapeno plants, and in the middle there's supposed to be bell peppers, and you have tomato on the side here, and in the corner over in this area here you have a pumpkin. So let's go ahead and take a look at everything. The grape tomatoes are coming in. They're already all fruiting and flowering and stuff, and I actually have grape tomatoes. If you see right in here, there's grape tomatoes in there. See one there? That one's pretty cool. There's one right next to it also. So let's see, we can take a look at that. So they're all there. These are the rest of them. They're all planted about the same time. They were transplanted. These are the ones that are actually in the cups. Some of them are cherry, some of them are grape. I think these bigger ones here are the grapes. And I think those little ones there are the cherries, and they don't look like they're doing so well. They actually transplanted. They're growing, but it looks like they're getting some wilt or something. There's black junk. Jalapenos are looking great. These are the ones that were in the cup as well. They're bushing at the bottom. They're growing out the top. I already pulled all the little flowers and stuff because it was already trying to fruit. I wanted it to grow some more. This one's already fruiting again. This is the pumpkin here. It looks real good. And it's already got, looks like it's gonna flower already. It's pretty crazy. So this is the one that was in the pot. Pot just got too small and the roots got way too big. So it's starting to take to the ground, which is great, and has flowers already being put off. And hopefully I could get some tomatoes. As a matter of fact, check that out. The sucker's fruiting. Has a tomato already grown on it. Right there. And this is the remnants of a Sweet 100. So I don't think it's dead, because I still got green stuff growing in the little pits here. And I got the tomatoes, you know, they're all rotting on the vine. Great, right? So here's one that fell. It's all dead. And this one, I mean, the leaves are still green. They're not dried up, but it's just not growing anywhere. Take it right there in the back. Or radishes, excuse me. Radishes that I had. And they did really good. So, I mean, I already harvested a whole bunch of them. They were pretty big, you know, and I got no qualms about my radishes. I think they're really good. They did really good. And you can see them right there. Clearing that away. So I think these were too small for me to harvest today. I took about 10 out of the ground this morning. And these all over here are small ones that I planted, so that way they'll start growing. And by the time I run out of these, because these are going to run out here soon, and finish eating them, they should be growing. Now I planted lettuce, and none of that garbage grew. And I think some of the seeds washed out, and they came over here. And I got 2 lettuce plants growing, and you know, I don't think it's a waste, but I think it's a waste. This back corn is getting huge. And you can see it's starting to tassel. And it's awesome. And the ears are growing up on there. And then at the foot of this I also got, you can see the little sprouts of more radishes. Here's these corns. These are the front ones. And they've grown quite tall. Not as tall as they should be, I don't think. But the corn itself is getting. Now these would be the actual patio tomato put in the ground. And I harvested almost all the tomatoes off of them, but if you could see, there's still a lot more coming back on. So this branch was really heavy and it was on the ground, and if you can see here, I twisted it up and I put it through here to hold it, and it's holding up pretty good. So it's holding all the fruit and everything that's inside. It's just like a ball of branch from fruit and everything up in there, so it's not hurting nothing. And flowers here, I got new fruit there. It's working out really well. Here's my other one. It's the same thing. I got flowers and new fruit up under the vine here. Flowers right there up under this vine. Flowers, new fruit, new fruit, new fruit at the top. New flowers, some fruit here. It's all coming together. It looks really, really nice. And this is a shot of what it looked like when I started the cantaloupe patch. It was this brick, and you can look into past videos and I'll map it out for you, but the brick goes just like that, and it goes around here too. Then it would go to the back there. Now you got all this is foliage that grew out, and it's grown out pretty quick, pretty far. Pulled my table out, it grew up under the table, starting to grow back there in the corner. But awesome, awesome. What you gotta love about this, and these things hide, man. Get cantaloupes, they just come out of nowhere, you know. And this one over here I think was the coolest one I found, because it was literally hiding in the grass. I mean, just stuck way off in the grass. And I mean, like this one here too, stuck way off in the grass. So, let's transition. This is my cucumbers. There was a tomato in here and it died. Cleaned out the dirt, cleaned out all the roots, and I planted 2 of my cucumbers that I didn't give away. I had 4 growing in cups. They all sprouted, and 2 of them I gave away to friends, and then the other 2, well, here they are. They're growing pretty good, and they're starting to vine out, and they're gonna actually flower. There's a flower already on. This was my try at a poor man's garden. Poor man's watermelon vine here. It's already starting to vine out, but it's coming along quite nicely. This one here is a squash. It's in the same bag, and I actually sprouted. I threw a whole bunch in here of both. They all sprouted. I took them out and gave a whole bunch away. Bell peppers, so jalapeno bell pepper plants, and then my transplants of what I did, and they grew out. I mean, these things stemmed up, grew out, grew leaves, and then all the foliage that grew out died. And don't ask me why, but then it started growing again, so it's growing right back out. You can see kind of the dead stuff at the top, but it started flowering, and it's throwing out peppers. There's one right there's 2. So it's I forget the name of them. Anyway, and then here goes my jalapeno, and all the leaves are coming out all shriveled up like that. But it's growing out stems, and I know that with experience like that, they grow out all crazy, and then they'll start stemming out. So they'll start leafing. And my jalapenos that I had, these are the ones that I planted from just a small plant. I've already picked about 15-20 jalapenos on it, and you can see that it's just constantly growing more big, giant, freaking nasty jalapenos. Let's see if I could get a good one out here, and I'll pull it off and show it to you. How do you like that? And it could stay on there longer and get bigger too. You can smell the jalapeno through the skin. And of course I got more flowers. Here goes a new bell pepper that started growing a couple days ago, and it's already getting bigger. So let's see if I can pull back this foliage right there. And I'll put in a picture right here of some tomatoes and some bell peppers and stuff that I have grown in, and then, well, the plants are just getting taller, getting more stuff on them. And then the last thing I got is my broccoli plant, which has not crowned yet, but it's getting bigger, and the self-watering container I built is still working. So, and then I got some shoots from some Roma tomatoes in there. You can see them on the side there. I'm just growing them in the water, but they're rooting all over the doggone weir in there. So, and they're gonna get huge. So hopefully I can get some Romas later on. Maybe they'll grow too late. Who knows? So that's the whole garden, man. It's awesome. Like, I never thought I would be able to grow stuff so efficiently, but these things are hot. I freaking ate 2 of them, and we were cooking a pretty big thing of beans, a big pot of beans and stuff too, and they were spicy. The sucker was good. So somebody told me not to water them too much, not be hotter, but I water them regularly, and they still came out hot enough. So, and they smell delicious. So, and like I said, they're not full grown, but I noticed when I started picking them, they started throwing off more shoots and growing taller and then growing more jalapenos. So definitely, ooh, this stem is even spicy. Well, I appreciate y'all stopping by and looking at everything that I'm doing, and I hope y'all learned something. And if you got any questions, comments, leave them. Hey man, if you want to know something, let me know. If you got any anything to tell me, I mean, heck, am I treating my tomatoes wrong? If I could do something different with my corn, man, let me know.